All right, everybody. Today, your Boulder Hockey Club 12UAA team faces off against the Monument Rebels 12AA team, formerly known as Colorado Rampage. Monument is currently sitting in the third place spot in the league with a record of 5-1-1. They have, so I'm loading their games here. They have lost to the Littleton 11 UAA team by a score of 0-4. They beat the Foothill Flyers 7-1. Arapahoe 3-2. They beat Arvada 3-2. They've tied Arapahoe 3-3. They've beaten NOCO 4-0. They beat Arvada 6-0. And believe it or not, they played a game earlier today against DU, winning by a score of 6-1. Your Boulder 12AA team is currently sitting in first place with 6 games played, 6 wins, and 0 losses. We are the last remaining undefeated team in the league. Yesterday's game was a 4-2 win against the Foothills Flyers. Goals coming from, I believe it was Ellie Barnes, Keegan St. Clair, Landon Carvalho, and Brooks Matro. We have roughly 3 minutes left in warm-ups before we get ready for puck drop. Two minutes till the conclusion of warm-ups. On the bench, it looks like we have Coach Matt Collins, Coach James McCure, Coach Brill Puskurin, and Coach Tom Heaton. And Jason St. Clair, man in the box. One minute till the conclusion of warm-ups. Thirty seconds till the conclusion of warm-ups. All right, that concludes warm-ups. They're taking a look at the Monument Rebels, formerly known as Colorado Rampage. I would say this is one of the few times this season that I feel like we don't have the size advantage. There's some big kids on that team, and I expect this to be an absolutely physical game. Hopefully the penalties don't get too out of control. We'll absolutely need to use our passing skill and speed in this game to combat the size difference. We'll see how that goes. All right, everybody. Looks like we're going to get number 31, Ben Collins in net. Ellie and Kate, she-fence on defense. We got Brooks Matro, Alex Sosnowski, and Liam Walters out here as we await puck drop. All right, the puck is dropped. One back to Ellie, who goes D to Kate. Fires it in the offensive zone. Brooks fires it deep. Liam's going to move behind the net, work his way out of the corner. Brooks is going to get the puck behind the net. He's looking to the slot. Puck is poked away. Ellie pinches. Puck kept in the zone. Liam's first on it. Alex is going to potentially get it. Brooks gets a stick on it. Battle in front of the net here. Puck makes its way to the left wall. Liam's going to be first on it. He's going to look to move it up the wall, not able to connect with the D. Kate holds it. Brooks gets a stick on it and sends it deep in the zone. And Monument's going to skate it out. They lose in the neutral zone. Kate's first on it, and she throws it right back into the Monument zone. Alex is in on the forecheck. He's going to be first on the puck. He's going to hold it in the corner here as three players change. Puck is sent to the slot, not able to connect with G. Monument's going to skate it out. Blake on the back check is able to strip the Monument player the puck. Monument gets it. Blake takes it right back. Blake is going to enter the zone, enter the slot, and he's going to fire. Save Monument. So 0-0 game with 12:48 left in the first after the Blake shot on net and saved by Monument. We're going to get an offensive zone face-off left side. G's going to take the drop with Blake to his left, Kellen to his right. We got Winston and Keegan back on defense. Puck is won by Boulder, sent below the net. Blake's going to be first on it. He's going to skate up to the dot. He's going to work his way out of the corner here. Look to the slot. Tries to sauce it to G, not able to connect. Kellen's going to be first on the forecheck. G's going to come away with it. G's going to work his way into the corner. He's going to board turn. He's looking towards the net. Still in the corner here, holding on to the puck. He's going to fire the puck up to the D. It gets deflected as it's coming to Keegan. Puck does come out of the zone. Recovered by Winston in the neutral zone. He's going to fire it to the blue line. Kellen gets it in the zone. Monument pushes it out. Winston's going to attempt to recover here in the neutral zone. He fires the puck up to Blake. Blake is going to enter the Monument zone. Puck is poked away, sorry. And sent out of the zone to Keegan in the neutral zone. Keegan's going to battle along the wall. He's going to come away with it. He's going to skate into the Monument zone. He's going to attack. He's driving wide, throws the puck in front to Kellen, not able to connect. Puck comes up the wall to Declan, who slams it back in. Monument's going to recover and send it out of the zone to Keegan. Keegan's going to go D to Declan, not able to connect. Declan's going to recover the puck in the D zone, send it behind the net, around the other side to Keegan. Keegan sends it out of the zone. Sent back in by Monument for an offsides. So the puck did come out. 0-0 game, 11:27 left in the first. For this face-off, we're going to get Kate, Declan, Jack at forward, Brooks at center. We got Landon out there as well. Puck is one back to Kate, who goes D to Declan. Declan's going to skate up the wall and find Landon. Puck goes in the Monument zone, immediately pushed out. Monument's going to skate it through the neutral zone, one-on-one with Kate. As Kate looks to angle the player out. Fantastic defense from number 16 there. Declan's going to recover below the net, break it out to the wall to Jack, who tries to find Landon in the middle of the ice. A little too much on that pass. Puck does not get out, and Monument sends it back deep in the zone. Brooks is going to be first to it. He's going to chip it up to Jack. He's going to chip it to Brooks. It's poked away from Brooks. Jack is going to come away with it. Skated over the red line. Skated into the offensive zone. Landon's got it now in the corner. He's going to look to go behind the net. He's taking his time. He's looking for a teammate. He's going to board turn in the corner, find Brooks. Brooks is going to kick it to himself, and it gets poked away. Monument's going to skate out. It's a 2-on-2 now as Monument skates into his zone. They send it deep into the corner. Ellie's going to be the first to pursue. She's going to strip you the Monument player the puck. She's going to skate it out. Oh, nope. She's going to reverse behind the net. She's looking for a teammate. She's going to find Brooks wide open in the slot, not able to connect on the pass. Monument recovers in the neutral zone. They're going to skate it through their D zone, send it up in the neutral zone. They pass it back to their D. Poked away by Liam. Liam enters the offensive zone. He's going to get shot on net. He goes bar down, short side corner for Boulder's first goal of the game. That was nasty. So 1-0 Boulder lead with 10:07 left in the second off the Liam Walters absolute snipe. On the face-off, we're going to get Ellie and Keegan on defense. Ben Collins still in net. We got Alex, G, and Liam out at forward. Puck is one back to Keegan. He's trying to find Liam. Can't get it through. I think it went off G. Puck in our D zone here as Keegan's looking to break it out. He finds Alex on the wall, who's going to find Liam at center ice. Liam's going to push it up to G, not able to connect. Monument's going to try to get it out. They do not as Liam takes it back. He goes to enter the slot, and it gets poked away right before he attempts to beat the last man. Monument tries to clear the zone. They do not. Held by Ellie. Ellie battling on the wall here. Monument's going to pass it out of the zone, skate it over the red line, and chip it deep into the Boulder zone. G's going to be first back on the puck. He's going to look to wheel. Gets caught up in the corner here. She gets pushed down. Puck does not get out of the zone. Alex comes in and dives to save a shot. Gets a tripping call while he's at it. But, hey, if we're going to get a penalty, let's make it when we're trying to prevent goals. So we'll take that. Fortunately, it would have been better had we cleanly broke that out of the zone. But Alex saved a shot on net there, and he'll spend at most a minute and 30 in the box here. So with 9:15 left in the first, we got a 1-0 game, Boulder lead. We're going to get Winston and Declan out. Ben Collins still in net. And Kellen and Blake at forward. Puck is dropped. Defensive zone face-off. One back to Declan. Declan's going to send it behind the net to Winston. Winston's going to rim it around the other side to Blake. Blake's going to skate it out of the zone. He's going to chip it up to Kellen. Kellen's on a breakaway. He's going to come in and shoot it, and it goes right off the goalie's chest and out. Still in the Monument zone. Monument's going to skate it out now. We got a 3-on-1 against Declan. Winston on the back check. He ties up the skater, and it prevents a shot. But I believe, yes, Winston's going to go to the box on a hooking call. Fortunately, there was a little too much stick action there as Winston again prevented a shot on net, but unfortunately, he will spend some time in the box. Boulder now will be on a 5-on-3 penalty kill. 8:47 left in the first. 1-0 game, Boulder lead. Again, 5v3 hockey here. Boulder does not have the two-man advantage on this, and we'll see Kate and Ellie on defense with Brooks on the face-off, Ben Collins net. Puck is won by Monument. They're going to send it up to their D. D's going to fire towards the net, deflected off of Kate, I believe. Monument gets it back behind the net. Kate battles behind the net as well. Ellie's covering the front. Puck is in the corner. Ellie's on it now. They try to get it to their D. They do not. Ellie battles and sends it up to Brooks out of the zone. Puck is now in the Monument zone. Brooks, Ellie, and Kate all in the neutral zone. Monument skating through. Poked away by Brooks. They recover and send it deep into the Boulder zone. Kate's going to be first on it. She's going to reverse behind the net. She's got a lot of ice in front of her. She tries to clear. Does not get enough stick on it. Ellie's going to recover behind the net. She's going to skate it. She's going to find Brooks in the center ice. Puck gets poked away from Brooks. Ellie's goes for a change. Monument skates it back in the Boulder zone. Poked away by Kate. Brooks comes up with it. He's over the red line. Oh, gets it into the Monument zone, but loses possession. Brooks is still forechecking out there. He's got to be getting tired on this forecheck. Alex back in the game, so we're 5v4. Puck is now in the neutral zone. Keegan's going to get it. He's going to move it over to Brooks, and Brooks is going to slam it deep into the Monument zone. No icing. Alex first on the puck. Great use of his body there to secure it. He ends up losing it. Monument is battling on the wall with G. They're trying to clear the zone, but G's going to come away with it. He fights off 2 or 3 Monument players there. He's now in the corner. Monument sends it out of the zone. Alex tries to chip it away, not able to connect. Monument enters the Boulder zone. We're 5v5 now, it looks like. Keegan recovers in the Boulder zone, skates behind the net, and he looks up ice for a teammate. Sends it up the wall. Landon ties up a Monument player, allowing the puck to get out. Monument tries to send it back into the Boulder zone. They do not. Keegan got a piece of it. Landon sends it into the Monument zone. Keegan's there. He feeds it to G back door. G sends it back to Keegan, but Keegan wasn't there. It certainly would have been a goal had we just put it in on the back door, but great attempt of teamwork there. Keegan's battling in the corner now. G's there to help. G sends it behind the Monument net. Landon's going to be first on the puck. Monument sends it up the wall and passes it out of the zone. Monument's now one-on-one with Declan. 0 chance this kid beats Declan. It gets poked away by Jack. And then there was a shot on net saved by Ben Collins. 6:18 left in the first. 1-0 game. Boulder up. Gonna get some change here. What? Oh, yeah. Brooks is back out to take the drop. Sheep fence on defense. Liam and Blake. Ben Collins still in net. It's going to be a defensive zone face-off, left side. Puck is dropped. One back by Monument as they pass to their D. Sent behind the net. Ellie's going to be the first to the puck. She tries to recover it here in the corner. She tries to fight off a player with support from Brooks. Brooks comes away with it. Sends it up to Liam. Push back in. Monument sends it off one of their own players, and it comes out of the zone. Monument recovers in the neutral zone, sends it into the Boulder zone. Kate recovers, sends it behind the net into the corner. Liam and Brooks are going to battle. Monument sends it back into the corner. Ellie's going to recover. She's going to skate behind the net, look up ice. She's got a lot of ice in front of her. Looks like she's going to take it. She's going to go down the wall, push through a Monument defender. She's looking out front for Liam. Almost had a shot attempt there, poked away. Puck's now in the neutral zone. Ellie's back checking. She's going to be the first one on it. She's going to go D to D to Kate. Kate's going to move it up to Brooks. Brooks is going to push it to Blake. Not able to connect as Monument recovers in the neutral zone. Liam knocks the kid's stick out of his hands as he did not see Liam coming. Liam recovers the puck in the neutral zone. Gets it over the blue line. He's going to come in. Drop it to Brooks. Not able to connect on that. Monument recovers. Skates it out. Kate pokes it away. Blake enters the Monument zone now. He gets tripped up. Liam comes away with it. He's going to work his way into the slot. He's going to try and feed it to Winston. G gets it coming off the bench. He's in the corner, skating behind the net. He's going to try to wrap around. Goalie seals the post. Puck does not go in. Monument sends it out of the zone. Declan pinched. Now we got a 2-on-0 against Ben. Monument shoots. Saved by Ben Collins. Great save on the 2-on-0 there. 4:41 left in the first. 1-0 Boulder game, or Boulder lead. And we will get a defensive zone face-off, right side. Winston and Declan are out. Ben Collins in net. And you got G, Alex, and Kellen out there as well. Puck is 1 to Kellen, poked away. Winston ties up a Monument player as they battle below the goal line. Winston continues to battle below the goal line, fighting off 3 Monument players. Monument recovers, sends it up into the high slot to their D, who sends it deep into the corner. Declan pursues. You got a stick on it. Monument fires a shot towards the net, stopped by their own player. Winston got a stick on it and lost it. G continues to battle. Winston sends it out of the corner. Not able to quite connect with Kellen as he gets a stick on it, but it's going to go the length of the ice for an icing. So 4:07 left in the first. The puck will come all the way back down for a defensive zone faceoff. 1-0 Boulder lead. Puck will be dropped to Ben's right. We'll get Ellie and Keegan on defense with Landon, Jack, and Brooks at forward. Brooks is going to take the drop. Puck is dropped. Brooks wins it back to Ellie in the corner. Ellie's going to wheel behind the net. She's going to reverse, buy herself some time, go out the other side, send it up the wall to Landon. Landon not able to connect with that one. Monument sends it back in, and then I believe Ellie sent it out. Monument's going to recover in their D zone and send it all the way back into the Boulder zone for an icing. Puck will go down to the other side for an offensive zone faceoff. Right side. Same 5 players will remain. Ben Collins still in net. So Ellie's going to be on the right side for the faceoff. Keegan to the left. Jack on the left. Landon on the right. Brooks is going to take the drop. Brooks sends the puck towards Jack. Monument's going to take it. They're not able to skate out of the zone as Brooks holds the blue line. They are able to eventually get it out. Ellie tries to hold. Puck is pushed back past her. Brooks on the back check creates some confusion for Monument as they lose it. Jack's going to send it up to Landon. Landon's going to send it to the Monument zone. They send it out. Keegan's going to recover at the red line. He's going to move it up the wall to Brooks. Landon's going to come away with it in the Monument zone. He's going to push around a Monument player into the corner. Monument recovers and rims around the other side. Ellie's going to be first on it, but the puck does get out. She battles along the wall. Jack is going to get it on the, attempt to get it on the back check here as he battles. Monument throws it away. Jack tries to chip it out of the zone. It doesn't get over the blue line. Eventually does. Jack gets taken down, but while he's taken down, he throws it down ice. That will be an icing. Puck is going to come all the way back down for a defensive zone face-off. 2:50 left in the first. 1-0 Boulder lead. The face-off, we got Ben Collins still in net. Kate and Winston on D. Liam, G, and Blake out at forward. G's going to take the face-off. Kate's going to recover below the goal line. She's going to send a D to D behind the net to Winston. Winston's going to try and fire it out of the zone. Doesn't get there. Liam gets a stick on it. Monument throws it on net. And after a weird bounce, Ben is going to be able to get a glove on it. Monument player was hanging around a little too long there. G didn't like it. I don't think that kid wants anything to do with number 27. 2:37 left in the first. 1-0 Boulder lead. We'll get another defensive zone face-off here. Same 5 remain. Puck is dropped. G's battling for it. It's in his feet. Puck goes up the wall. Monument defenseman pinches, keeps it in. Sends the puck wide left of the net. But Blake's going to recover and skate it out of the zone. He gets it over the blue line. Monument pokes it away. They recover below the goal line. Blake's on the forecheck. Monument's going to skate it around him. Liam's going to strip him of it. He's going to try and find G in front of the net, not able to connect. Monument recovers, skates it out of the zone. Monument player one-on-one with Kate now, but great back check from Blake to poke it away. G's there to scoop it up. Battle along the wall at the red line. G gets taken down. And I think we're going to see a Boulder penalty here. So I think we're going to get matching penalties. Number 2, who had a problem with G earlier at the crease, wanted to give G a little bit extra, and he finds himself in the box for Monument on an interference penalty. And then G's going to go to the box on a roughing penalty. So I believe we'll still be 5-on-5 here. We'll get matching penalties, it looks like. So we'll see Ben Collins in net with Keegan and Declan out on defense. Kellen, Alex, and Brooks at forward. Brooks is going to take the drop. One back by Monument to their D, who sends it below the goal line. Rims all the way to the other side. Declan's going to be the first there. Monument sends it up to their own to the point. And they send it back towards the net. Boulder's going to recover from the net. Brooks is going to send it out of the zone to Kellen. He moves faster. He's going to be on a clean breakaway. He's going to come in, and it gets poked away right as he's trying to deke out the goalie. Great back check from Monument there. Brooks throws a shot on net. Puck sent to the wall. Declan's going to pinch. Send it back into the zone. Played on a high stick by Brooks, so he can't touch it. Monument touches it first. He takes it away. Puck is taken away from Kellen behind the net. Monument tries to clear. They do not. They eventually clear, send it the length of the ice. Ben's going to play it. No icing. He moves it up to Declan. Declan's going to fire the length of the ice to Kellen at the blue line. Brooks sent below the goal line now. Monument's going to recover below the net. Alex gets a stick on it, trying to find Brooks. Doesn't connect. Monument's going to break it out. They skate over the blue line, over the red line. Declan recovers the puck in the neutral zone. Fires it up the wall to Alex, not able to connect. Monument recovers in their zone. Chip it over Landon's stick. Monument's going to skate it out of their zone. Fire deep into the Boulder zone. No icing. Oh, one ref waved it off. One did not. Will be an icing. So the puck will come down for an offensive zone faceoff right side. 27 seconds left in the first. 1-0 Boulder lead. Ben Collins in net. We got the she-fence on defense. Ellie to the right, Kate to the left. Liam's going to take the face-off. He's got Landon on his left and Jack on his right. Puck is dropped. Jack's going to be the first on it. He sends it to Landon. Landon tries to send it in the slot. Doesn't get there. Landon gets another stick on it. Battle in front of the net. Landon comes away with it. Sends a shot on net. Point blank range. Doesn't get through. Landon gets taken out. No calls either way. 13 seconds left in the first. Same 5 remain. We're going to get face off on the left side now in the offensive zone. Puck is dropped. One forward. Landon's going to be the first one there. Monument sends it out of the zone. He'll go the length of the ice. Ben Collins is going to play it. He's going to chip it up to Ellie. Ellie's going to work in the corner. She's able to escape the forechecker. And the period ends. So moving into the second, Boulder will carry a 1-0 lead. And we will talk to you at puck drop. Monument, yeah. All right, everybody. 14-minute periods. Start of the second period. Boulder has a 1-0 lead. Center ice face-off. We're going to get Blake, Brooks, Callan, she-fence on defense, and Trey Dunn in net. Puck is dropped. Monument's going to come away with it. They're going to send it in the Boulder zone. Ellie's going to be first on it. She's going to rim it behind the net to Kellen. Kellen's going to try. Oh, he's trying to get it to Brooks, who's streaking through the middle. Going to get it to him. Monument fires a shot high in the net. Blake gets it out of the Boulder zone eventually. Brooks moves it over to Kate. Kate's going to enter the Monument zone. She's going to come in. Look for someone on the back door. That was Kellen for a one-timer. Shot goes wide right. Monument recovers in the corner, and they're going to fire the puck out of the zone. They did have a player wide open. He's going to be first on it. No icing. Ellie's back. Brooke pokes the puck away. Monument sends it up to the point. Kellen is going to clear the zone here. Blake comes away with it, skates it over the offensive blue line, pushes the puck to the slot. Blake and Brooks battling in the corner here on the forecheck. Blake's going to come away with it. He's going to find Winston. Winston fires it. Gets blocked by somebody. Doesn't get through. Monument tries to clear. Declan recovers at the top of the zone. Throws the puck on net. Battle below the goal line here with Liam and a Monument player. Monument sends it out of the zone. Winston's going to calmly recover here in the neutral zone. Fired up the wall to Declan. Declan's going to enter the Monument zone. He's skating in. He's looking for a teammate. He's going to find Alex way up at the top of the zone. Alex is going to skate into the dot. Gets poked away. Puck sent up and out of the zone by Monument. Declan's going to recover here in the neutral zone. He's going to take his time, hold it. It's jammed up on the wall. Monument's going to skate in. However, they pass it right to Liam. Liam's going to skate it out of the zone, over the red line, over the blue line. Moves it over to Alex. Ref's got his hand in the air. Alex fires a shot on net. Monument touches it, and we get a whistle. Looks like a hook against Monument. So with 11:59 left in the second, Boulder has a 1-0 lead. And they will go on the power play. And we will see Alex, G, Liam, Declan, and Winston. So 5-on-4 hockey here after the Monument hooking penalty. Offensive zone face-off, one to Alex. Alex is going to move it back to Declan. Declan's going to move it over to the wall to Liam. Liam works along the wall here. He's going to find G below the goal line. G's looking for Alex on the back door, not able to connect. Alex gets it, throws it in the back from the net. G's going to recover. He's going to throw it towards the net. Stopped by a Monument player. Monument's going to throw it the length of the ice for an icing. And the puck will come back down for a Boulder offensive zone face-off. So with 11:36 left in the second, Boulder carries a 1-0 lead. 1 minute and 7 seconds left on the power play. Same 5 skaters will remain. G's going to take the face-off. He wins the puck back to Declan. Declan's going to send it down the wall into the corner. Liam's going to recover it. He's looking to the front of the net, trying to find a teammate. Puck ends up on Declan's stick at the dot. Shot not able to get through. Battle in front of the net. G comes up with it. He's going to work his way into the corner. He works his way into the slot. Finds Winston. Winston not able to hold on to that pass. Monument throws it out of the zone. Icing waved off. Declan first back to it. He reverses in the corner. Sends it up to Alex on the wall. Alex throws it out of the zone, trying to find Landon. Gets stopped by a Monument player. Alex battles along the wall here. Puck gets poked away. Winston recovers. And he fires, tries to connect with G. Goes to Monument player, sends it back into the Boulder zone. Declan skating back to recover. Gets it in the corner. He's looking up ice for a teammate. He's going to skate. He's going to keep skating. Everyone's covered, so he's going to keep moving instead of throwing away. That's good play. Gets it over the red line and throws it deep in the Monument zone. 2 players here moving for a change. Monument's going to ice it for no reason. There was absolutely no one to pass to there, but it'll come back down for a Boulder offensive zone face-off. 10:25 left in the second. 1-0 Boulder lead. Trey Dunn in net. We got Landon, Brooks, Jack at forward with Ellie and Keegan on defense. Puck is dropped. Monument comes away with it and throws it out of the zone. Keegan recovers. He's going to go D to D to Ellie. Ellie's going to move it up the wall out of the zone to Jack. Jack chips it up to Brooks. Brooks loses it, but Jack gets it. I did not think that was an offsides, but yeah, I thought Brooks got his foot back, but we'll get an offside call here. Neutral zone face-off incoming. Same 5 will remain. That's Landon, Brooks, Jack, Ellie, Keegan. Trade on the net. Brooks will take the drop. Jack moves it to Ellie. Ellie goes D to D to Keegan. Keegan's going to send it deep into the Monument zone. Jack will be first on the forecheck. Monument mishandles it on the clearing attempt. Brooks is there to help. Landon's there to help. Landon comes away with it. He gets into the slot, fires a shot at point-blank range, saved by the Monument goalie. Another save. Monument attempts to clear. Keegan recovers. He's going to work his way down the wall. And it looks like Jack and the Monument player got their helmets attached. They look like conjoined twins there for a second. So the ref has to blow the play dead with 9:39 left in the second. 1-0 Boulder lead. We'll get another offensive zone face-off here after the equipment malfunction. Trey Dunn in net. We got Kate and Winston on D. Blake, G, and Kellen out at forward. G's going to take the drop. Blake comes away with it. Poked away. He gets it back. Moves it to the point to Kate. Kate's going to send it back down the wall to Blake. Blake's going to get in the corner. He's looking for a teammate. He finds Kate at the point. Kate sends it right back to Blake, who fires it over to Winston, who's wide open. Makes a move. Skates in. Throws a shot on net. Saved by Monument. Recovered by Kellen. Blake comes away with it on the wall. He's going to move his way to the high slot. He's taking on a few players. G comes away with it. Looks like Blake drew a penalty on that. G fires it back door. One-timer from Kellen. Doesn't go in. Monument touches it. What a save from the Monument goalie. However, the play is blown dead for a Monument penalty. I believe that was another hooking, as Winston made a move around a Monument player. Monument player used too much stick there. Looks like Kate comes off and Keegan's coming on. The other four will remain. Offensive zone face-off, power play. Keegan gets the puck in the slot. He fires a shot, blocked by a Monument defenseman. Keegan recovers and sends it below the goal line. G's going to recover below the net. Put it out front for Blake. One-timer not able to get through. Goes by the net. Blake recovers. He's looking for Winston at the point. Winston throws a shot on net. Goes off the post and under the goalie's butt as he falls on it. No goal. What a shot from Winston there. 8:45 left in the second. 1-0 Boulder lead. 1:09 left on the power play. Great pass from Blake to find Winston wide open. A great shot from Winston there. Rang off the post and went right underneath the goalie. Offensive zone face-off, left side. G takes the drop. He wins it, but it comes out of the Boulder zone, out of the Monument zone, deep into the Boulder zone. Keegan will be first back to recover. He's going to fire it up ice to Kellen, not able to connect. And that'll be an icing. So on the power play, the puck will come back into the Boulder zone. 8:33 left in the second, 1-0 game. 57 seconds left on the power play. Ellie and Declan come out now, along with Alex, Brooks, and Liam. Puck will be to the puck drop will be to Trey's left. Brooks will take the drop. One over to Alex. Alex is going to skate this thing out of the zone. He's got Liam to his right, poked away, but it gets to Liam as Boulder enters the zone. Liam's going to recover it on the wall. He's in the corner. He's going to work behind the net. He was trying to find Alex there, not able to connect. Monument comes up with it. They skate it out of the zone. Declan's going to get a stick on it. Alex comes away with it and sends it right back into the Monument zone. Monument's going to take Liam out. Made no attempt to play the puck, and they're going to go into the box. Now Boulder gets a 5-on-3. Some bad penalties from Monument here. Liam's down in the corner, but he's going to get up. He's tough as nails. 8:07 left in the second. 1-0 Boulder lead. Boulder will get some 5v3 power play action here for 31 seconds before the first penalty clears, which would give us 59 seconds left on the second penalty of 5v4. Liam gets up. He's going to make his way to the bench. He's all right. We will certainly see him again. He's holding his back there. Probably went to the boards a little bit weird. He's going to stay on the ice. Looks like he's going to stay on the ice. Nope, he's going to the bench. And G will take his place. All right, so offensive zone face-off. 5v3 hockey here. Alex, Brooks, G, Ellie, and Declan. Trey Dunn in net. Offensive zone face-off, right side. 8:07 left in the second. Puck is dropped. One over to G. G's going to work his way to the net. Gets a shot on a point-blank range. Doesn't go through. We'll get another face-off in the same spot. Clock's running. Oh, nope. Yeah, they stopped it. 7:57 left in the second. Puck is dropped. Poked into the corner. Monument tries to clear. Declan doesn't hold the wall. Puck gets out. Ellie's going to recover in the D zone. Ellie moves it up to Alex, who skates it into the Monument zone. Poked away. Brooks recovers. Moves it over to Declan. Declan's looking down the wall. He's going to find G wide open. G's going to skate behind the net. He's trying to find a teammate. He finds Ellie. Ellie finds Declan. Good passing here from Boulder. Brooks has it now. Throws it in front of the net. Not able to connect with G. Monument's going to look to clear. Ellie holds the line. Ellie gets the puck back after it bounces off of G. She sends it deep in the zone. Alex is going to forecheck. Monument's going to try and clear. Does not. Ellie holds it at the hash marks. G gets it. He's going to skate behind the net. He's buying himself some time. He sends it up the wall to Declan. Declan's going to hold it. He's going to move down the wall here into the corner. He sends it back up to Brooks. Brooks is going to board turn. Puck gets poked away. Monument's going to clear. And that'll be an icing. So 6:49 left in the second. Boulder carries a 1-0 lead. 12 seconds left at 5v4. Boulder on the power play. So we have 5-player change here. Jack's coming out with Blake and Landon. Kate and Keegan on defense. Puck is 1 to Blake. Blake's going to fire the puck over to Keegan. Keegan's going to send it below the goal line back to Blake. Blake mishandles it. Puck sent around Jack. Kate pinches in. Throws a shot on net. Jack almost gets the rebound there. Kate's going to recover along the wall. She's going to send it back below the goal line into the corner. Monument gets there first, and they're going to rim it around the other side. Keegan pinches. Puck gets by him. Now we got a 2-on-1 against Kate. Monument tries to go back door. I believe it deflected, but Trey saved it. Battle below the net here. Monument sends it up the wall to their point. They go D to D. Fire shot towards the net, but Kate gets a stick on it. She's going to skate it out of the zone. She looks up ice, and she finds Landon. Landon's going to skate it into the Monument zone. Drop it to Blake. Blake gets taken down. No call. Monument skates it out, and we're going to have a 3-on-2 coming the other way. Keegan defending the puck carrier. He gets a body on him. Puck carrier throws a shot on net. Save Trey. Blake recovers. He's going to skate out of the zone and fire it up to Keegan. Keegan's going to skate it over the blue line. He's coming in. He's going to board turn. He's looking for a teammate. He still has it, working his way along the wall. He tried to connect with, I believe, Jack. The puck got past Blake as well and comes out of the zone. Jack recovers in the D zone, sends it up the wall. Monument sends it right back up the wall. Sends it around Jack. Brooks gets a stick on it. Sends it into the Monument zone. Monument works their way out of the zone. Declan's going to send it back into the Monument zone. Brooks is going to recover. It gets poked away. Monument sends it out of the zone. Declan has it. Sends it back into the Monument zone. Some potato hockey going on here with the blue line. Monument recovers. They rim it up the wall. Break it out. They get over the blue line, over the red line, over our blue line. Declan gets a stick on it. He's going to be first back. He goes D to D behind the net to Winston. Winston sends it up the wall to Kellen. Kellen tries to get it to Brooks. Not able to connect. Monument gets another shot on net. Save Trey. Monument with a late swipe there. Declan didn't like it. 4:43 left in the second. 1-0 Boulder game. Or Boulder lead. Sorry. All right, defensive zone face-off to Trey's right. We got Brooks, Kellen, Alex, Winston, and Declan. Puck is dropped. Sent into the corner. Monument's going to be the first one there. They're going to send it up to their D. Their D is going to fire way wide left of the net. Brooks is first on it. He sends it up the wall. Kellen's battling along the blue line. Monument holds, sends it back in. Winston goes D to D to Declan behind the net. Declan goes back to Winston. Winston sends it out of the zone, connects with Kellen, who gets it to Brooks. Brooks gets it over the red line, taken away. Monument crosses the red line, back in it, then the blue line, back in the Boulder zone. Shot on net, bounces off of Trey. He couldn't find it, and Monument gets the rebound and puts it in. So tie game, 1-1. 4:05 left in the second. Last couple of shifts, we haven't quite seen the energy and intensity that we're used to, as we're seconds of pucks, losing some critical battles along the wall, not able to get the puck out of the zone clean, and having a very difficult time cleanly entering the Monument zone. So we'll get a center ice face-off here following the goal. G takes the drop. Puck is poked past Ellie. Ellie's going to recover. She pokes it up to a Monument player who throws the puck towards the net, deflected wide. Blake gets it out of the zone. Monument's going to recover. G's going to get it in the neutral zone. He's going to skate it over the red line, over the blue line. He gets angled out, poked away. Blake recovers. Or maybe that's Landon. That's Landon. Monument takes it from Landon and pushes it out of the zone. Kate's going to recover the neutral zone. She sends it over the wall to Landon. Landon loses it. The puck is then sent deep into the Boulder zone past Ellie. Kate's first on it behind the net. She takes some contact. She battles through. Sends it up the wall to Blake. Blake battles along the blue line. Kate gets it and sends it up to G. Boulder's on a 2-on-1. G and Landon, first Monument player, goes wide left as G tried to sauce it over to Landon. Battle along the wall. Monument's going to skate out and push it into the Boulder zone. Ellie will be back first and skate it behind the net. She reverses and gets it to Kate. Kate moves it to Landon. Landon sends it up the wall, not able to connect with Brooks. Monument player picks it off, sends it right back into the Boulder zone. Boulder are having a real hard time maintaining possession right now. Ellie gets the puck below the net, rims it around to Landon. Battle along the wall. Brooks is there to help. Puck is sent out of the Boulder zone. Monument recovers in the neutral zone. Brooks comes away with it. We're going to get an offsides as Landon didn't get on the bench soon enough. Krill is not happy about that one, as we would have had a 2-on-1. Landon went for a change. He didn't realize what was happening behind him. It happens. And we got caught on an offside there. So we get a neutral zone face-off. 2:19 left in the second. 1-1 game. Alex, Brooks, Liam, Keegan, and Declan. Trey Dunn and net. Monument wins the puck off the face-off, skates it in the Boulder zone. Boulder's going to recover. Liam's going to skate it out. He faces some pressure, loses it. Alex is going to get it, throw it into the Monument zone. Puck comes out. Brooks recovers. He's going to skate in and throw a shot wide left of the net. Liam's going to be first on the puck. Battle in the corner. Monument comes away with it. Throws it off the wall. Declan holds. Moves it back to Liam. Liam chips it below the net. Brooks is going to be the first one there. Monument strips it and throws it out of the zone. Looks like the puck is going to go the length of the ice for an icing. So we got 1:37 left in the second. 1-1 game. All right, we got some players changing here. Offensive zone face-off. Left side, we got Blake, G, Kellen, Winston, and Ellie. Puck is one back to Winston. He's going to throw a shot off of Monument player's shin pads. G's going to get it below the goal line. He loses it. Blake pursues. He is tied up with a Monument player, and it looks like he's going to go to the box. Blake will go to the box for either a hooking or a hold, it looks like. With 1:24 left in the second, 1-1 game. Boulder will go on the penalty kill. Defensive zone face-off incoming. G, Kellen, Ellie, and Winston. Puck is dropped, one to the wall. Winston comes away with it. He's going to send it out of the Boulder zone into the neutral zone. Monument recovers. Kellen's pursuing. Pokes it away. We get an offsides. Kellen pokes it away. G got it, but Kellen couldn't get back in time as he got tied up with the Monument player there. So we got 1:15 left in the second. 1-1 game. 1:21 left on the penalty kill. Same four remain. G will take the drop. Neutral zone face-off here. Monument comes away with it. Puck poked away at the red line. Monument enters the Boulder zone, but it's poked out. Kellen tries to get it back to G. After a short battle, G comes away with it. Monument comes away with it. Ellie pokes it away. Monument gets it back into the Boulder zone. Battle along the blue line here. Monument throws it deep in the Boulder zone. Winston will be first to get it below the goal. Sends it to Kellen, who chips it almost out of the zone, but doesn't get out. Monument sends it over to Winston. Winston moves it to Kellen. Kellen sends it out of the zone, but it goes off of a Monument player and back into the Boulder zone, forcing an offside. So 38 seconds left in the second here. 1-1 game. 44 seconds left on the penalty kill, and we'll get a center ice face-off. Brooks and Liam are out with Keegan and Kate. Trey and net. Puck is one over to the wall. Keegan got tied up. Should have definitely been, or Liam got tied up. Should have been a hooking penalty against Monument, but nothing. Monument fires a shot over the Boulder net. Boulder's going to recover in the corner. Battle along the wall here. Monument throws it away to Liam. Liam tries to chip to Brooks, doesn't get through. Shot on net, save, Trey, done. Some sloppy passes and a little bit of panic going on here as we are just being very careless with the puck here in the second, especially in our own zone. We got to do a better job moving our feet, finding good, clean passes, and getting it out of the zone and cleanly into the offensive zone. Puck is one off the face-off to Keegan. Keegan's going to skate it out. Gets it over the red line. He gets it over the blue line. Well, he makes a great move around a Monument player, throws it to the front of the net, but no one's there. Monument recovers. They're not able to get it out as Keegan strips him of it. Keegan, what an awesome last 20 seconds from number 7 there to generate offense and recover the puck on the back check. So that concludes the third, 1-1 game. 6 seconds left on the penalty kill. When we start the third, we'll see you at puck drop. Time. All right, after the face-off, puck is dropped and one back to Boulder. They're able to push it into the neutral zone. Liam gets it over the blue line. He loses it. Brooks pursues. Monument tries to clear. They do not. Kate's able to hold the line. She fires a shot to the slot. Monument scoops it up, and they skate it out of the zone into the Boulder zone. They make a move around Keegan, fire shot on net, save, trade, done. Keegan's going to recover, reverse. He's going to look up ice, not able to get it out. Pass goes off a Monument player. Keegan stops a shot attempt. He's going to skate it out. He's going to get it into the Monument zone. He works his way into the corner. Throws a shot up to the front of the net, not able to connect with Alex. The ref blows it dead, but it was loose the whole time. 13:08 left in the third, 1-1 game. Saw the ref apologize. Didn't have anyone there for a rebound anyway, so it wouldn't have really helped us. So we got Blake, G, Kellen, Declan, and Winston out. Puck is one back to Declan. Declan's going to fire it into the corner. Blake will be the first one there. He gets it to G in the slot, who fires a shot, deflects high and wide. Blake pursues. Monument recovers. And they're going to send it out of the Monument zone into the Boulder zone. Declan's racing back to the puck. He gets there first. He chips it up the wall to G. G chips it up the wall to Blake. Blake gets a handle on it, gets it to G in the neutral zone. G gets it into the Boulder zone, Monument zone. Monument tries to clear. They do not. Puck sent below the net. Kellen's going to be the first one there. He's going to make a move around a Monument player and feeds it to Blake in front of the net. Blake fires a shot, but finds G on the back door for a redirection. At least I think that's what it was. It could be a Blake goal. It could be a G goal. Yeah, I think. Oh, yeah. It looks like G's first line. So I think Blake took a one-timer and G tapped it in back door. That was fantastic. So 2-1, Boulder lead. 12:26 left in the third. Center ice face-off following the goal. Same 5 remain. Monument wins the puck back. Defenseman's trying to find it in his feet. Can't get it out. They eventually do. Declan gets a stick on it here. He's going to recover. Fired to the other side of the ice to Kellen. Kellen's going to find it. Fired over to Blake.
Oh, gosh.
Blake gets stripped. G and Blake pursue in the Monument zone. Monument's going to send it out. Declan's in a foot race back as he's fighting off a Monument forechecker. Does a great job using his skate and his body to get possession of that puck. Winston fires out of the zone to Kellen. Kellen gets it into the Monument zone. He drops it to Brooks. Brooks fires a shot towards the net, almost redirected in by Blake. Monument tries to clear. They do not. He gets a stick on it. She fires a shot on net. Save Monument. Monument defender puts it into his goalie's pads. Always a risky play there. You might score on yourself. Don't know why we see players do that sometimes, but he had no pressure on him either. Either way, we got a sheet fence out on defense. Ben Collins is in net. Jack, Brooks, and Landon are out. Puck is dropped in the offensive zone, won by Monument. Landon's going to strip a player of it, send it on net. It's deflected wide by the goalie. Kate tries to hold the blue line, but the puck gets out. Ellie's covering back on a 2-on-1. She deflects the pass, recovers the puck in the corner, sends it up to Brooks. Brooks battles along the wall and gets it to Landon. Bounces off of Landon. Ellie gets it. She sends it up into the neutral zone. Kate's on it. She chips it into the offensive zone. Landon comes in. He gets a shot on net. Save Monument. Cleared by their defender. Sent the length of the ice. Ben's going to play it, and he sends it up to Kate. His Boulder's quickly trying to get back as Monument changes. Brooks is going to dump it into the Monument zone. Landon on the forecheck. Puck is sent past Ellie out of the zone. G's back. Keegan's back. Monument's going to come in. They're going to rifle a shot wide right of the net. Keegan's back first. He gets a stick on it. Sent below the net. Ellie gets the puck. Fires it out of the zone. Doesn't look like it's going to be an icing as it went off a Monument player, nor did it get to the goal line. Monument skates it out of their zone into the neutral zone. Players one-on-one with Keegan. Liam strips him of it on the back check. Liam's going to skate through the neutral zone, over the blue line. And he made a move at the blue line. Puck didn't quite get over in time as Alex gets over the blue line just before the puck does, so we're getting offside. We want to try to avoid making lateral movement at the blue line on that to avoid offsides, but sometimes it happens. So we got Winston, Keegan, Alex, G, and Liam. Neutral zone face-off, sent into the Monument zone. Alex is on the forecheck. G gets a stick on it, but it comes out. Liam works his way along the blue line. We clear, re-enter. Liam sends it back in and gives the Monument player a little bit extra. Monument tries to clear, but they pass it right to Winston. Winston enters the slot. He goes back to the other side to G. G's going to work his way into the corner. He's going to throw the puck out front. No one there to connect with. Keegan comes up with it. He throws a low shot on net, almost redirected in. Great opportunity there. Alex is first on the puck on the left wall. Poked away. Winston throws the puck towards the net. Liam's going to come away with it. It gets poked away. Keegan recovers at the blue line and sends it back deep into the Monument zone. G's going to get it in the other corner. He's going to work his way through the corner here. Fighting off two Monument players. Sends it up to the point. Winston fires a shot into the other corner. Liam was first on it. Gets taken away initially, but then he strips the Monument player of it. Quickly enters the slot, fires it, goes off the goalie's shoulder and high of the net. Winston's able to hold the blue line on Monument clearing attempt. Monument is looking absolutely gassed right now. We need to take advantage of the situation. We got some lethal scorers on the ice at the moment. Monument tries to clear again after Liam tried to get it to the slot. Keegan recovers. He throws a puck to the slot, but there's no one there. Monument sends it out of the Boulder zone. Everyone from Monument's changing. Boulder's trying quickly to get it back in the Monument zone. They re-enter, but lose the puck. Monument recovers. Blake gets it back in the neutral zone. He's going to get it in the Monument zone, but it didn't look like Kellen got back soon enough, so we're getting offside. 8:33 left in the third. 2-1 Boulder lead. Neutral zone face-off along the Monument blue line. Brooks will take a face-off. He's got Kellen and Blake out there with him. She-fence on defense. Or no, Declan and Ellie on defense. Monument gets the puck, skates it over the blue line. Declan recovers, gets the puck behind the net, and rims it up the wall to Kellen. Kellen attempts to clear, does not. Monument recovers, sends it back in the slot. Declan gets it. He skates it out of the zone. He's going to get over the red line and send it into the Monument zone. Monument defender gets a stick on it. Brooks holds the blue line, gets it to Declan, who fires it over to Kellen, who gets it to Ellie. Ellie fires a shot. I hope that was redirected as it went very wide of the net. Monument recovers below the net, and they are able to clear it out of the zone. Kate pokes it away. Ellie's going to be first on the puck. She's going to drive it into the Monument zone. She's taken down. No call. Monument sends it out of the zone. But Kate's back to cover on defense. Monument player stops, shoots, saved by Ben Collins. Kate first on the puck in the corner. Monument recovers, sends it to the high slot, fires a shot on net. Ben gets his glove on it and goes wide. Boulder recovers, skates out of the zone. That's Brooks. It looks like we're getting an interference call. Not sure who it's against. Girl's upset, so it's against us. Blake is going to the box. So 7:12 left in the third. I believe that was an interference call. We will go on the penalty kill, holding a 2-1 lead. So defensive zone face-off incoming. Keegan and Kate are out there. Ben Collins in net. Landon's out there. We're waiting for somebody to go out to take this face-off. Oh, Landon's coming off. All right, we got Brooks and Alex coming out for the face-off. This is defensive zone off the penalty against Blake. Left to Ben. Puck is dropped. Alex is going to come away with it. He's skate over the blue line, over the red line, over the other blue line. He's coming in. He's come to the left of the net. Fires a shot on net. Save Monument goalie. Their goalie is gigantic. On his knees. He takes 80% of that net. If he doesn't have some sort of hormone deficiency, I'd be shocked because he is massive. So offensive zone face-off, 7:02 left in the third, 2-1 Boulder lead, 1:20 left on the power play. Boulder's going to win the face-off, move it back to Kate. Kate's going to fire a shot, but it gets blocked by Monument player. Brooks first on the Monument player. He's going to strip him with the puck, poke it away. Alex is now chasing the puck below the goal line. Monument recovers. They're going to break it out clean. Keegan's going to try and get a stick on the neutral zone. He gets poked around him. However, he's going to back check, and this kid is not on his best day faster than Keegan. However, he recovers it in the corner, sends it out front for a one-timer that goes past Ben. So it's a 2-2 game with 6:32 left in the third. That will negate the penalty. So now it's a 2-2 game, like I said. 6:32 left in the third. We'll be back to 5-on-5 hockey. Declan and Winston come out on defense. Kellen, Liam, and G at forward for the center ice face-off. Puck is dropped. Liam's going to come away with it. He's going to chip it into the Monument zone. He's going to chase. Monument player goes down. No tripping call. Battle in the corner. Monument throws it to the high slot. Declan's going to get it and back into the zone to Liam. Liam throws it out front to Kellen. Kellen gets a shot on net. It was right there on the back door. G almost tucks it in, back in on the back door. It doesn't get through, though. G has the puck in the slot now, loses it. Monument comes away with it. They throw it out of the zone. Declan's going to get there. No icing. He sends it D to D to Winston into the corner. Winston's going to send it up the wall. Liam chips it out to G. G's skating hard. He's over the blue line. He's going to take on both Monument defenders. It's poked away, but Kellen's got it now. Kellen loses it, but Liam's got it. Fires a blast on net. Goes off the goalie, almost trickles in. Monument clears. Goes off of Winston. I don't believe that's an icing. It is an icing. Yeah, this is the biggest 12U goalie anyone's ever seen. We get some changes here. We got Jack, Brooks, Landon, defense on defense, Ben Collins in net, 5:32 left in the third, 2-2 game. Offensive zone face-off, right side. Brooks is going to take the drop. He's going to win it back to Ellie. Ellie mishandles it, skates out of the zone. She recovers. She finds Brooks. Brooks is going to re-enter the zone. He's going to fire a shot towards the net. Goes off a Monument defender wide. Monument looks to clear, but Brooks is there. Battle along the wall. Brooks comes away with it. He's coming in. He's going to try and find Jack out front, not able to connect. Puck trickles out to Ellie, who sends it deep into the corner. Goes around a Monument player. Another one recovers and sends it the other way to Kate. Kate holds the blue line, sends it back below the net. Jack is going to be the first one there. He battles. Monument comes away with it. Monument passes it out of the zone. Looks like it's going to go the length of the ice for an icing. All right, offensive zone face-off following the icing. Alex, G, Blake, Winston, and Declan are out. Ben Collins still in net. Puck is one over the wall. Blake gets a stick on it, sends it to Winston. He sends it back down the wall into the corner. G's going to be the first one on the puck carrier for Monument. Monument's going to get it. They're going to skate it out. They chip it out. Goes down into the Boulder zone. Winston's going to get it. He's going to go D to Declan. Puck gets out, but it's right outside the blue line as there's a battle on the boards. Monument recovers, skates it in. They fire a shot wide of the net. Blake's going to be the first one to it. He's looking to get it to somebody. He tries to get it to G, but a Monument player picks it off. Declan reverses behind the net. He's going to use his body, protect the puck, go D to Winston. Winston looks up ice, fires it about 5 feet in front of Blake, and it's going to go the length of the ice for icing. 3:48 left in the third, 2-2 game. Defense is coming back out. Liam, G, and Brooks will be out at forward. Defensive zone face-off to the left of Ben. Puck is dropped. One back to Kate. Monument takes it. Battle behind the net here. Kate battling. Brooks there to help. Kate recovers. Monument takes it. Brooks gets a stick on it. Kate's going to grab it and skate out of the zone. Ellie and Liam are going with her. Monument recovers behind the net, throws it the length of the ice for an icing. No icing. Oh, might have been our own player that threw it back. Ellie's going to recover. Monument skates it through the neutral zone, stripped by Liam. Liam enters the Monument zone. He's going to fire a shot, gets blocked by a Monument player. He's looking up to the high slot, gets it to Ellie, who throws a shot towards the net, trickles wide left. Monument recovers. They throw it out of the zone. Ellie gets a stick on it, no icing. Declan's racing back. Ben's going to stop the puck. Declan recovers. He fires it up to G. G loses it. Declan gets it in the D zones. Fires it up to Liam. Liam tries to make a move around Monument player. He loses it. Poked away by Brooks. Liam sends it out of the Boulder zone. Monument gets it back into the Boulder zone for a second. Brooks sends it out. And that's going to be an icing against Boulder. Puck's going to come back to the Boulder zone for a defensive zone faceoff. 2:22 left in the third in a 2-2 game. Puck is dropped. Alex gets a stick on it, sends it out of the zone. Landon gets it. Monument's able to poke it away. Landon tries to move it back to Alex. Alex doesn't, or mishandles the puck. Monument skates it into the Boulder zone, fires a low shot on net, sent wide by Ben. Declan's the first one back. Helen there to help. Declan falls. Monument recovers and tucks it in short side past Ben, giving Monument the 3-2 lead with a minute 54 left in the third. Declan is on the ice behind the net. He looks hurt. A lot of yelling. Not personally, not sure why it wouldn't be a goal, but it seems like there is some talk. I mean, hopefully it isn't. Just not sure why it wouldn't be one. Unless a ref called a penalty prior to the goal, then it wouldn't be a goal. But otherwise, I'm not entirely sure. I mean, maybe the net was off. Refs are talking to the Monument coaches. I have the mom of a ref here.
I know.
Trying to figure out what she might know. Mom of a ref. What would they be talking about for the live stream?
The cutie pie ref is making the hook signal. So
is that the ref I think it is? Oh, okay. I know that ref.
Yes, you know that ref. Who normally has a very tight head on his shoulders, but he backs up his other guy. But Riley did. Yep, there was a hook.
It's not a goal.
It is not a goal.
It is not a goal. Straight from the ref's mom. Says not a goal. So the puck is going to come down into the Monument zone off the penalty. Still a 2-2 game, a minute 54. So there must have been a penalty called prior to the goal. Still some talking going on here. We got just under 2 minutes to win this thing. We're on the power play. Somebody needs to want the puck. Somebody needs to want to be the player to win this game right now. So we'll see what that looks like as we get an offensive zone faceoff to start this power play. This should go at most, or will go at most, the next minute 30. Not sure what there is still to talk about. Every other game, we get games like this where it just seems that things drag out for whatever reason. Is that Neil?
Yeah.
Oh, Neil's on the bench. Neil is not happy. They might be arguing the... Oh, they are giving Monument a goal. So we don't need a goal to win. We need a goal to tie.
How do we get a goal when they had a penalty?
I do not know.
It makes no sense.
It does make no sense. Puck is sent back into the Boulder zone. Ellie's going to recover. She's going to look up ice. She's going to find Alex. Liam's going to come away with it. Gets taken away, sent to Ellie. Ellie is skating hard into the Monument zone. She's in the corner. She's going below the net. She finds Brooks, not able to tuck it in. Monument is able to clear. We pull our goalie. Blake gets it, sends it over to Ellie. Hopefully one of these D realize that we don't have a goalie. We got to hang back unless we have clear possession. Unless he's calling too many on Monument. So the ref did not know that we had the goalie pulled and saw 6 skaters. So we get an offensive zone face-off here. 6-on-4. 1:18 left in the third. Puck sent back to Ellie. Ellie loses it on the blue line. It's sent down into the Boulder zone for an icing. .110 left in the third. 3-2. Monument with the lead. We will have another offensive zone face-off. Monument's going to come away with the puck and send it the length of the ice again. Icing is waved off. Blake sends the puck into the corner. G's going to come away with it. He's going to skate over the blue line, over the red line. He's coming in hot. He tries to get to Alex on the back door, not able to get it. Ellie sends it below the net. Monument gets it, sends it out of the zone. Blake recovers in the neutral zone. Moves it back to Brooks. We got 34 seconds left on the clock. Brooks is going to skate it in the Monument zone. Loses it. G's got it. Tries to get it to Blake. Alex gets it. He's going to fire a shot wide left of the net. G gets it behind the net. He finds Liam, who throws it on net. Goes wide. Liam went off the goalie. Kate throws the puck on net. Alex gets it. Bounces off of a Monument player. 8 seconds left. Battle in the corner. G put it out front, poked away. Monument's going to win this game 3-2. As Boulder drops their first league game of the season. Very disappointing to say the least. And we will catch you next weekend in Chicago.